In this video, we're going to solve a problem where we have some relationship between the areas of simple shapes with algebraic sides. So we're told the area of the rectangle is twice the area of the square. So the area of the rectangle is twice, 2 times the area of the square. Like that, yep. Now, how would we find the area of a rectangle? Well, we would just do the width times the length, right? So we could just do the x plus 6 times by the 3x minus 2, either way round. And it says that area is, so equals, twice, so 2 times the area of the square. So twice the area of the square. So we're going to do 2 times the area of the square. What's the area of the square? Well, it's just the x plus 2 times by the x plus 2. All the sides of that square are the same. So it's x plus 2 times by x plus 2 like that. And it wants us to determine the value of x. So we need to solve this equation we have here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to multiply out brackets. I do each term in the first bracket times each term in the second. So I'm going to do the x times the 3x, the x times the minus 2 first. So we get 3x squared minus 2x. And then I'm going to do the second term in this bracket. So the 6 times by each term in the second. 6 times 3x is 18x. And 6 times minus 2 is minus 12. And then I'm going to leave this 2 on the front, and I'm going to multiply out these 2 brackets first. So we've got x times x and x times 2, which is x squared plus 2x. And then I'm going to have 2 times x, 2 times 2, which is 2x plus 4. Let's just tidy up a bit. I've got 3x squared. I've got minus 2x plus 18x, which is plus 16x, and then minus 12. And then I'm going to have 2 times that x squared, so 2x squared. Then the 2x times 2x is 4x, times by that 2 is 8x. And then the 2 times that 4 at the end is plus 8. So we got that. Now, I want to simplify this. We've got x squared terms on both sides. Let's get x squared on the side where there's more x squared. So 3x squared is bigger than 2x squared. So I want to get rid of that 2x squared by subtracting 2x squared from both sides. So on the left-hand side, I'm going to get x squared plus 16x minus 12 is equal to 8x plus 8. Now, to solve a quadratic equation like this, you want to get 0 on one side. So I want to get rid of the 8x plus 8 on the right. So I'm going to minus 8x and minus 8 from both sides. So I'm going to have x squared. The 16x minus 8x is 8x. And the minus 12 minus 8 is minus 20. And on the right-hand side, it all just cancels, just leaving 0. Okay, that's good. I've got a simpler quadratic equation now. And remember, when you've got a quadratic equation in the form x squared plus something x plus something equals 0, you find 2 numbers which add to give the number in front of the x, so the 8, and times to give that constant term, the term without the x, which is the minus 20 at the end. So what 2 numbers add to give 8 and times to give minus 20? It's 10 and minus 2. So what you do is you have 2 brackets with an x at the start of each, because this is a quadratic in x squared. And the 2 numbers we said were plus 10 and minus 2. So we put those 2 numbers as the second thing of each bracket like that. Now we've got a product of 2 things is equal to 0. If I said 2 numbers times to give 0, you'd say, well, at least one of them has to be 0. So if it was the x plus 10, which was equal to 0, what plus 10 is equal to 0? Well, it's minus 10. And if I said it was the x minus 2, which was equal to 0, what minus 2 is 0? Well, it's 2. So x is minus 10 or x is 2 is the solution to this quadratic equation. And we have explored how to solve quadratic equations in previous videos. Now, which is it? Determine the value of x. Now, x can't be the minus 10, because if it was, then this side length would be minus 10 plus 2, which is minus 8. And you can't have negative lengths. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reject that solution by putting a cross through it. And so therefore, x is 2 is the only solution. That is the final answer.